Beneath your feet right now, buried in rock layers 65 million years old, lie microscopic metallic spheres. They're identical to particles created by nuclear weapons testing. But they were formed before humans even existed. In Greenland's ice, there are radioactive isotopes that don't occur naturally anywhere on Earth. They can only be created through controlled nuclear reactions, yet they appear in ice cores hundreds of thousands of years old. At the bottom of the ocean, sonar has detected geometric structures that shouldn't be there. Foundations of massive installations built to withstand crushing pressures that would destroy our most advanced submarines. And in Antarctica, ground-penetrating radar has found something impossible beneath 2 miles of ice. Artificial structures extending for hundreds of miles, made from materials that don't match any known minerals on Earth. Either we're misinterpreting natural phenomena in extraordinary ways, or we need to confront an unsettling possibility. We are not Earth's first technological civilization. This is a work of science fiction. What you're about to hear is a speculative story exploring the question, what if we weren't Earth's first? What if advanced civilizations rose and fell on this planet long before us, their traces nearly erased by geological time? Welcome to the Deep Time Legacy. In our story, this discovery sparks a revelation. What if advanced civilizations rose and fell on Earth long before us, their traces erased by geological time? Consider the scale of deep time. If a civilization lasted 10,000 years and vanished, it would represent just 2/10,000ths of 1% of Earth's 4.5 billion year history. Finding evidence would be like searching for a single page in a library of 4 million books. But what if evidence does exist? Every industrial society must consume energy, alter atmospheric chemistry, and produce waste. These signatures become part of Earth's geological record, if we know how to recognize them. The fossil record reads like a book with most pages ripped out. The Cambrian explosion sees complex life appearing suddenly 540 million years ago, as if someone flipped a switch. Before, simple organisms. After, creatures with eyes, shells, sophisticated body plans. What if some gaps represent periods when previous civilizations dominated the planet? Their industrial activities might have altered environments so drastically that most species went extinct, creating apparent gaps in the record. In our fictional world, geologists discover anomalous isotope signatures in ancient rock layers, carbon ratios that mirror massive fossil fuel combustion, appearing 252 million years ago during Earth's greatest mass extinction. Ice cores reveal periods of rapid atmospheric change resembling large-scale industrial activity. Greenhouse gas spikes that remain elevated for thousands of years, then return to baseline. Too rapid and systematic to be natural. Ocean sediment cores contain the impossible. Microscopic particles resembling synthetic polymers in layers formed millions of years before humans invented plastic. Distributed globally, as if produced by a planet-wide civilization. In 1972, scientists discovered natural nuclear reactors in Gabon, Africa, proof that nuclear reactions could occur naturally 2 billion years ago. But this discovery established something crucial. Nuclear activity leaves unmistakable signatures that persist for billions of years. In our story, similar signatures appear where they shouldn't. Uranium deposits contain isotope ratios matching nuclear weapons testing in rocks formed 50 million years ago. The signatures appear across 6 continents, suggesting coordinated global nuclear testing long before humanity existed. Greenland ice cores contain radioactive isotopes that don't occur naturally, produced only by controlled nuclear reactions. They appear in distinct layers, separated by thousands of years. Multiple episodes of nuclear activity, then silence. Ocean sediments contain plutonium in layers corresponding to mass extinctions. Plutonium doesn't occur naturally on Earth. Its presence suggests nuclear weapons may have played a role in some extinction events. But the most disturbing pattern emerges from the extinctions themselves. The Permian Triassic extinction eliminated 96% of marine species, the closest life ever came to complete annihilation. In our fictional scenario, this wasn't entirely natural. Rock layers from the extinction boundary contain synthetic toxins designed to target specific biological pathways. Their global distribution indicates coordinated deployment, a deliberately engineered extinction event to clear ecological niches for new life forms. Some extinction boundaries show evidence of space-based weapons, microscopic particles that could only be created by high-energy processes in Earth's upper atmosphere suggest orbital weapons platforms. The asteroid that killed the dinosaurs clearly struck Earth. But what if, in our story, isotope ratios in the impact crater show nuclear propulsion signatures, evidence the asteroid's trajectory was artificially guided? Antarctica holds secrets beneath 2 miles of ice, an unbroken record spanning millions of years, preserved in perfect stability. In our fictional world, deep drilling reveals the impossible. Ground-penetrating radar identifies artificial structures buried beneath the ice sheet. Geometric patterns too regular to be natural, extending hundreds of miles. Electromagnetic signatures suggest synthetic materials requiring advanced technology to produce. Organic samples from beneath the ice contain DNA with artificial sequences, evidence of genetic engineering. Modified organisms designed for industrial purposes, processing rare earth elements, neutralizing toxins, manufacturing complex molecules. Biological factories for large-scale production. Some organisms show genetic modifications for extreme cold and low light, engineered specifically for Antarctic conditions, with radiation resistance and ability to metabolize synthetic compounds. The structures appear designed for space operations. Radar signatures indicate launch complexes and aerospace vehicle manufacturing facilities, positioned for optimal polar orbital access. Electromagnetic surveys detect buried power generation facilities harnessing geothermal energy on massive scales. The generating capacity exceeds current global power production by orders of magnitude. Evidence suggests the Antarctic civilization may have engineered their own ice age, rapid artificial cooling to preserve evidence of their existence for future discovery. But Antarctica represents only one installation in a much larger network. The deepest ocean trenches remain Earth's most unexplored environments. Protected by crushing pressure and absolute darkness, they preserve evidence that would be destroyed anywhere else. Sonar mapping reveals geometric patterns on the seafloor, foundations of massive structures that once rose from the abyss. The engineering required to build at such depths exceeds anything current technology could accomplish. Submersible missions recover artifacts made from materials that remain stable under extreme pressure, while maintaining complex internal structures. Some structures appear designed for processing seawater, extracting dissolved minerals and rare earth elements on industrial scales. The underwater installations include massive power generation facilities harnessing deep ocean thermal vents. Transportation networks connect underwater structures across entire ocean basins, designed for moving materials and populations thousands of miles beneath the waves. Sediment cores reveal biological modification on massive scales, organisms engineered for underwater industrial purposes, material processing, waste disposal, ecosystem management. Some structures show atmospheric processing capabilities, maintaining breathable environments within underwater cities, protected from surface disasters and environmental changes. The sophistication suggests underwater civilizations were primary centers of technological development. Protected from surface catastrophes, they could maintain continuous advancement for millions of years, while surface civilizations rose and fell. But their ambitions extended beyond Earth entirely. Lunar installations, Mars terraforming signatures, asteroid mining operations, evidence of a civilization that treated the entire solar system as an integrated economic and technological system. The most intriguing evidence isn't what they built, it's what they tried to tell us. Hidden throughout Earth's geological record are information storage systems designed to communicate with future civilizations millions of years later. Crystalline formations encode information in molecular structures stable across geological time. Messages include mathematical proofs, star charts, and warnings about planetary scale dangers. Some messages use isotope ratios in mineral deposits, requiring advanced nuclear physics to decode. Others use atmospheric samples, chemically modified to preserve molecular messages across hundreds of thousands of years. The messages contain warnings about environmental management, sustainable energy systems, and methods for avoiding technological disasters. They include invitations to join a larger community of technological civilizations. The message systems show evidence of updates by multiple civilizations, each adding contributions to a growing archive designed to help future societies avoid repeating historical mistakes. The most remarkable messages trigger when specific technology thresholds are reached. Information becomes accessible only when decoded, using techniques indicating sufficient scientific understanding, a sophisticated protocol for guiding successor civilizations. In our story, humanity stands at a critical choice point. The patterns suggest we're reaching thresholds that will determine whether we achieve sustainable development or follow our predecessors into extinction. Our rapid advancement in AI, genetic engineering, and energy technologies mirrors developmental trajectories that led to the destruction of previous civilizations. But we also show unique characteristics: global communication, international cooperation, growing environmental awareness. The consciousness preservation systems left behind appear designed to provide guidance during this critical transition. Ancient quantum computers stored in crystal networks may contain living minds from civilizations that vanished millions of years ago, waiting to make contact when we're ready. We inherit not just a planet, but a cosmic legacy extending throughout the galaxy. Our choices will determine whether this legacy continues or ends with our generation. The universe is watching. Deep time is waiting. The choice is ours. You've been listening to The Deep Time Legacy, a science fiction exploration of what might lie hidden in Earth's ancient past. Remember, this story is entirely fictional. The real mysteries of Earth's history are fascinating enough without inventing ancient civilizations. But asking, what if, helps us think about our own civilization's future and our responsibilities as stewards of this planet.